I paid $35 a month for 7 years for a water line that wasn't even active in my building. That's almost $3,000 I will never get back. I'd seen that bill plenty of times. I just never took the time to really look at it. I kept telling myself, I'd get more organized when things slow down. Things are not going to slow down. But here's the good news. You don't need them to. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why the cycle never stops on its own and the one shift that actually breaks it. Let me walk you through something, because this isn't just a summer problem. It's a full year loop that most small business owners never even realize they're in. It's June. Kids are at home. Schedule is chaos. Bookkeeping goes on the back burner. You tell yourself, I'll get to it in September. September comes. Fourth quarter is right around the corner. Revenue has to pick back up. You tell yourself, I'll get back to it after the quarter gets going. October through December, the holidays hit. Everything's moving at full speed. You tell yourself, I'll get to it in January. January, new year, new goals, still recovering from the holiday push. You tell yourself, I'll get to it once I'm settled. February through April, tax season, you're scrambling to pull things together. You tell yourself, after April 15th, I will finally get organized. And then it's summer again. The cycle repeats every single year. Meanwhile, the bare minimum gets done for the government, and your financial data just sits there in chaos. Money leaks out quietly while sales generation gets all the attention because more revenue feels like the answer. But nobody's actually looking at the numbers to know what the real problem is. So why does this loop keep repeating? It's not about time. Every season has plenty of reasons to wait, but the real reason is simpler. In your head, getting the numbers organized feels like climbing a mountain. And every week that you don't do it, the mountain gets a little bigger. I know this personally. During COVID, I was so deep in the day-to-day of my own business that I stayed away from my books far longer than I should have. And I genuinely love working with numbers. The longer I waited, the bigger the mountain got. The anxiety built up daily until I finally made it a priority and sat down to look. And you know what I found? The mountain wasn't as big as I had made it in my head. It never is. That's the thing about avoidance. The dread is almost always bigger than the actual problem, which means the longer you wait, the more you're paying an anxiety tax on something that's very likely fixable. Here's the real cost of waiting, and I'm not talking about stress. While you're waiting for things to slow down, money is quietly leaving your business. Customers who weren't invoiced on time don't pay on time. Late fees show up because bills aren't being watched. Subscriptions keep renewing because nobody's canceled them. And then there's the one that still bothers me. For years, the city's water department was charging me $35 a month for a water line that wasn't even active in my building. $35. Multiply that by 12 months. Multiply that by the number of years I wasn't looking closely enough, and then try to get a government agency to give it back. That is money I'll never recover, not because something terrible happened, because nobody was watching. That's what waiting costs. Actual dollars, walking out the door on autopilot. So here's what actually breaks the cycle, and it's not what most people expect. It's not a big overhaul. It's not hiring someone or buying expensive software. It's not a weekend project. It's getting curious about your numbers. Curiosity is the switch. Instead of dreading your finances, start wondering about them. What came in this month? What went out? Is there anything in here I don't recognize? That shift from dread to curiosity is what makes everything else possible. And the fastest way to get curious is to have a simple system that gives you answers quickly. Because here's what I've seen over and over: business owners don't avoid their numbers because they're lazy or bad at math. They avoid them because every tool they've tried has made them feel more confused than when they started. The solution isn't more motivation, it's a better tool. A few weeks ago, I shared something called the monthly money map, a simple 4 column list that shows you whether your money coming in will cover what needs to go out. No software, no accounting degree, just a list you can build in 15 minutes. That's the kind of simple system that turns a mountain back into a molehill. You go from, I don't even know where to start, to, I know exactly what's happening in my business faster than you think. And once you can see what's happening, you stop reacting to your finances and start running them. If you want to take that first look at your own numbers, the monthly money map is the starting point, and the link is in the description. And if you're not sure where you stand yet, take the free Who's in the Cockpit quiz. 4 questions, 60 seconds. And if you know a business owner who has been waiting for things to slow down, share this video with them. In the meantime, be sure to shield your profits, and I'll see you next Monday.